Let's say you've got £500 to £1,000 to spend. You want a top quality heritage dive watch, not Seiko. Well, I'm going to outline 3 brands today, a little bit under the radar, with extreme heritage, unique histories that may offer exactly what you're looking for, with an additional sleeper pick at the end. 3 brands today that you may or may not have heard of that offer exactly what you might be looking for. A watch to be proud of on the wrist that can be a talking point, that you'll put a smile on your face every time you look at it. 3 brands and an additional sleeper pick. Let's get into it. Well, the first brand is a Swiss brand, founded in 1918, Mido. Now, Mido date back to 1918. They're a Swiss watch manufacturer, now owned by the Swatch Group, but they were renowned for their innovation, timeless designs. In the 1930s, Mido patented their unique cork crown sealing system. So they had a little tiny ring of cork in the crown, which expanded as it got wet and created an amazing waterproof seal. The 30s was a big decade for Mido. In that decade, they also created one of the first anti-magnetic automatic watches. So a real rich heritage. Visit the website to learn more. This particular watch is the Ocean Star Tribute. Comes in a range of different colorways, bracelets, straps. It's 40mm case width, 21mm lug width. I don't know why they can't just do 20 or 22. 13.5mm thick. Obviously sapphire crystal. 200 meters of water resistance. It's powered by the Powermatic 80. It's their version of the Powermatic 80. Their RRP is £1,020, but you can get them on offer. I've seen them in sales for around £780 upwards. Shop around, have a good look. A lot of the grey market dealers often have special offers with Mido here in the UK. Let's just have a look at some of the colourways. This watch, 40mm case, 21mm lug width, 13.5mm thick, sapphire domed crystal, bracelets, straps, lovely faded fume dials. Beautiful little watch. Oh, by the way, can you just, if you like these videos, can you just subscribe and like and share the videos? It takes a few seconds, costs nothing, but it does help the channel. Thanks. The next watch on this list is from the French firm Yema, who I had to make some notes because they have an absolutely extensive, rich history in watchmaking, if you haven't heard of them. Founded in 1948 by a French watchmaker, Henry Belmont, who finished at the top of his watchmaker's class in 1931, and they set out to provide ultra capable tool watches to suit extreme outdoor activities, whether that was racing, diving, hiking. In the 1950s, they were one of the very early pioneers of automatic watch movements. In the 1960s, they were France's leading watch exporter. The 60s was quite a big decade for Yema. In 1967, the Yema Superman was launched with a patent for its unique bezel locking system, so the bezel didn't move once it was locked. And that is the watch we will be looking at today. They're also very proud of their Mario Andretti connection. He wore a Yema when he won the Indianapolis 500 in 1969, taken over in 2009 by a family. So they are still largely independent. They did have a period owned by Seiko in the 80s, but they have been developing their own in-house calibers. Fascinating company. So here you can see a few examples of the Superman, Yema Superman. There are heritage lines. There is the standard Superman 500 meters of water resistance. They start at £799 retail, which is exceptional for what you get. You can get a 39mm case or a 41mm case. 500 meters of water resistance. As I said, these do represent an unbelievable value, really, when you think about it. In-house caliber, double dome sapphire crystal. They also have their own unique scales bracelet, which is unique to Yema. An awkward 19mm lug width, a bit like the Mido, awkward. And the case itself without the crystal is about 11mm thick. Various colorways to choose from. Great watches. The next brand on the list is Certina, which you may or may not have heard of. Swiss through and through, founded in 1888, now part of the Swatch Group. Again, most of their models are powered by Powermatic 80-hour power reserve. Certina were always known for their precision, reliability and sports characteristics, according to the website. In 1959 they developed the DS double shock system, so a fancy term really for water resistance and shock protection. In fact, many of the Certina models have a little rubber ring separating the movement from the case side to just increase the shock resistance. Certina have always been very heavily involved with COSC certification, chronometer standard for timekeeping, and the watches they offer now, many are discounted on sale a lot of the time. I've found the DS Action Diver currently on offer for £612 retail, and what an unbelievable package that is. There's a range of colours, colorways, cases, straps, bracelets, but just look what you get. 80 hours of power reserve, sapphire crystal, chronometer standard timekeeping, Swiss heritage, a watch from a renowned Swiss brand, now under the Swatch umbrella, but still Swiss, huge heritage. Omega are owned by Swatch at the higher end. There's a huge range of options on the Certina website, but the basic DS Action Diver, the RRP is 765, as I've said. I found it straight away through a dealer for 612. 38mm case, beautifully sized, 12mm thick. Again, an awkward lug width, 19mm. Why do they always do this? 19 or 21. Anyway, 19mm. It's a small price to pay for the watch that you get. Something definitely worth considering. The loom is excellent on these Certinas. My sleeper pick is actually a watch from Citizen that was out a couple of years ago. This particular watch does have a claim to fame in that in the 1980s it's called the Barnacle Promaster. One of these watches was found covered in barnacles under the ocean, and it still worked. So Citizen have jumped on that, and they've relaunched it with modern materials, sapphire crystal, one of their 9 series movements, so high beat. Cases here, brand new from various dealers, are ranging from 465 from a dealer I've never heard of to 695. 560 to 695 seems to be the target for a brand new model. This watch is based on what was called the 1977 Challenge Diver by Citizen, and the reason I've included it is because although it has some loose heritage history, this particular model, it's just such a great watch, a great automatic diver's watch that for this price level that you could be proud of, and it will perform faultlessly for years. It comes on a bracelet or a strap. It's quite chunky, over 13mm thick, 41mm case, 200 meters of water resistance, domed sapphire crystal. Exceptional loom. All Citizens have amazing loom. There's a black and a blue. The black comes on a rubber strap, which I have heard isn't great quality. The blue comes on a bracelet. Strangely, The blue on the bracelet seems to be cheaper than the black on the strap. Everybody wants you to sign up. This has just been a brief introduction to these 4 watches, but each one is a dive watch you could be proud of, with perfect proportions, bang up to date, all vintage inspired, all with some history, a story to tell. I've really enjoyed making this video. It's been a chance for me to research all these brands myself. I knew about them, but it's worth just visiting the website and you form a deeper connection with each watch brand. If you decide to go for one, you'll know about it. You'll know about its heritage, the brand, the history, that particular model. You'll feel a deeper connection with that watch. But do your own research, visit the websites, have a good read of the history of each brand. Oh, and by the way, these were my thoughts, my ideas for a dive watch, a heritage dive watch at this price point. Feel free to comment. Let me know of watches that I've missed or I've forgotten about, what your pick would be, brands that you may know of. Let's keep away from the micro brands for now. Let's just look at the mainstream brands. But do leave comments and let's get a discussion going. The perfect dive watch for most people at this price segment. Until next time, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.